We begin with a woman named Xiao Jiao. She has been living on her own ever since she was 12, the age when her father died in a car accident. That moment changed everything for her, even forcing her to give up her childhood home when the bank seized it. Now, as an adult, Xiao Jiao holds onto one big dream. She wants to find a wealthy husband who can help her buy that house back. She has dated a few men, but none of them have been able to fulfill what she is looking for. One day, she meets someone through an online dating app. At first, she is not interested. The man seems far too old for her taste, but soon she realizes he is rich and that changes everything. She sets a condition for marriage. If they wed, he will pay half of the cost of her childhood home using his wealth, and she will cover the rest. In her mind, it is the perfect plan to reclaim the place she once lost. They go to an ATM where Xiao Jiao withdraws all her savings and hands it to him. He tells her he will buy her a drink and steps away. Minutes pass, then more. He never returns. He was a scammer who took off with every last bit of her money. Shaken, Xiao Jiao reports the incident to the bank, and the police soon arrive to document what happened. Elsewhere, we meet Lu Ming, an architect who feels completely defeated. He has been searching for an investor to support his project, but with no success. While taking a short break in the restroom, he overhears his manager, Mr. Fang, getting scolded by the company owner. Once the owner leaves, Lu Ming accidentally listens in on a conversation he was never meant to hear. Mr. Fang is planning to steal company funds. The manager quickly realizes that Lu Ming overheard everything and pulls him aside. Instead of threatening him, he tries to tempt him with an investment offer, hoping to keep him quiet. Lu Ming does not say yes. He asks for time to think. Later that night, both Lu Ming and Xiao Jiao return to their separate homes. Xiao Jiao loads her laundry into the washing machine. Lu Ming is steaming buns for dinner. Just as he begins washing vegetables at the sink, something strange happens. The vegetables appear in Xiao Jiao's bathtub. Her bath sponge suddenly shows up in Lu Ming's sink. Even the buns steaming in his pot transform into her clothes. Throughout the night, objects in both of their rooms keep shifting in impossible ways. It feels as if their worlds are somehow linked, pulled together by a mysterious force neither of them understands. The next morning, something unbelievable happens. Both of them suddenly wake up in the same bed, even though they live in completely different years. Xiao Jiao panics, thinks the worst, and chases Lu Ming away with a knife. But once the initial shock fades, they both realize something even stranger is going on. And in that instant, their story truly begins. This is How Long Will I Love You? From Xiao Jiao's window, the sky is bright and sunny. From Lu Ming's window, it is raining. Their doors seem to merge into one another, connecting rooms that should not exist in the same place. Lu Ming steps outside his door and sees a street that looks completely normal. Xiao Jiao opens hers and is hit with the realization that she is standing in the year 1999. When she steps aside and lets Lu Ming open her door, he is stunned by the sight of modern technology he has never seen before. Only then do they understand the truth. They are living in the same apartment, but separated by time. To make sure it is real, Xiao Jiao slaps Lu Ming's face and confirms that this is not a dream. They try opening their doors at the same time, hoping it might reset whatever is happening. Instead, the apartment fuses together even more, creating chaos. Their belongings mix and scatter everywhere, and Xiao Jiao's favorite flowers are destroyed. While looking around the mess, Lu Ming finds a photo of young Xiao Jiao with her father. He suggests visiting her past home to pick new flowers as a replacement. The thought of seeing her father again fills Xiao Jiao with emotion. She decides to go and Lu Ming agrees to guide her. But when she tries to step out through Lu Ming's door, the entire house shakes violently. It is a warning. They cannot use each other's doors. Only after Lu Ming opens his own door does the shaking stop, allowing her to step outside safely. Xiao Jiao immediately runs toward a luxurious house. She smiles as she sees her younger self playing happily with her father. She inches closer, wanting more than anything to reach him, but an invisible force blocks her path. Lu Ming pulls her back before she pushes too far. When they return home, Lu Ming grows curious about his own future. Xiao Jiao lets him borrow her laptop so he can search his name online. The moment he starts typing, the house trembles again. It becomes clear that neither of them is allowed to interact with information from their own timeline. That night, Xiao Jiao tries to relax by playing music on her phone. Lu Ming watches, completely confused by the device in her hand. Somewhere else, a wealthy businessman meets with a scientist to discuss time travel. He sees the concept as a way to grow his power and his fortune, and he is more than willing to fund any research that can make it possible. Back at the apartment, both Xiao Jiao and Lu Ming struggle to fall asleep. Xiao Jiao eventually opens up about her childhood, especially the day she lost her father. She explains that the only thing she kept from him was a simple keychain, while everything else, including their home, was taken by the bank. Hearing this, Lu Ming tries to move closer to comfort her. She quickly shuts him down by raising a cleaver, and Lu Ming retreats in fear, clutching his precious Johnny. The next day, both of them return to their usual routines by stepping through their own doors. Xiao Jiao goes to work at a small shop, where she unexpectedly runs into her childhood friend, Xiao Qing, who is now married to a wealthy man. The meeting leaves Xiao Jiao embarrassed about her situation. She pretends to be just another customer and even lies, claiming that she too has a billionaire husband. Xiao Qing is thrilled by the news and immediately invites Xiao Jiao and her so-called husband to dinner at her home. With no way out of the lie, Xiao Jiao rushes back and begs Lu Ming to play the part. She rents a suit for him and prepares for the evening. At first, everything seems to go surprisingly well, but the illusion collapses quickly. Lu Ming mistakenly drinks water from an ice glass he does not recognize, and the rental tag on his suit is clearly visible. The fake gemstone ring on Xiao Jiao's finger also betrays the truth. Overwhelmed by shame, she breaks down in tears. Later, the two of them watch the lottery broadcast on television. This sparks an idea. The next morning, they decide to travel to the past again, hoping to uncover the winning numbers before the draw. They grow excited, imagining the life they will finally be able to afford. They even treat themselves to a fancy restaurant, confident that soon they will be rich. But when the bill arrives, reality hits. They are still broke. Xiao Jiao has no choice but to pawn her luxury handbag just to pay for the meal. When the winning numbers are announced, their plan seems to have worked. They celebrate as their ticket matches perfectly. But their joy fades in an instant when the numbers suddenly vanish from the ticket, erased as if time itself refused to let them cheat. In the middle of their confusion and frustration, they notice something shocking. Lu Ming's face appears on a giant billboard outside. In the year 2018, he is no longer the struggling architect they know. He has changed his name to Shi Yi and has become one of the top real estate tycoons in China. Xiao Jiao, who once wanted nothing to do with him, suddenly becomes sweet and full of hope. Her curiosity grows and she decides to attend one of Shi's press conferences. But just as the event begins, a powerful earthquake strikes, forcing the cancellation. The disaster sends Shi into a vision of his past with Xiao Jiao. During the chaos, Lu Ming injures his arm, and the same injury appears instantly on Shi's arm in the future. It becomes clear that whatever happens to Lu Ming directly affects the man he will become. That night, a hidden truth surfaces. The greedy businessman funding the time travel project is Xie himself. A scientist warns that Lu Ming must return to the past because his memories could alter Xie's destiny in dangerous ways. The next morning, Lu Ming meets with Mr. Feng to resign from the company, confident that his future success is already secured. Meanwhile, Xiao Jiao seeks out Xi and asks to meet him in person. Even though Xi and Lu Ming are the same man, being near each other feels awkward and unsettling. Xi begs Xiao Jiao to stay away from Lu Ming, believing her presence could ruin the future he has built. In exchange, he promises to buy back her childhood home, not only to restore what she once lost, but also to ensure a better future for Lu Ming. Hearing this, Xiao Jiao's defenses soften, and she agrees. When they return home, Xiao Jiao hugs Lu Ming tightly and tells him that she is leaving. It means the two of them will no longer be connected. She also delivers Shi's message, urging Lu Ming to accept Mr. Feng's offer. After a long moment of hesitation, Lu Ming finally signs the contract. Meanwhile, Xiao Jiao feels heartbroken as she prepares to move out of the apartment building that brought them together. When Lu Ming gets back to his room, he notices that Xiao Jiao's door is slightly open. For the first time, he realizes he can step into the future without her help. Elsewhere, the company owner discovers his manager's betrayal. Panic sets in, but before he can react, Mr. Feng strikes him and knocks him unconscious. Cold and calculating, the manager begins setting up a plan to kill him in a way that looks like an accident. At the same time, Xiao Jiao suddenly sees Xi arriving with the handbag she once pawned at the restaurant. But as he turns, she spots a rental label on his suit. In that instant, she realizes the truth. It is not Xi. It is Lu Ming. In their final moments together, they embrace and say their silent goodbyes. Both of them understand that they cannot stay together and may never meet again. With a heavy heart, Xiao Jiao closes the door to the past, determined not to open it again. Soon after, Lu Ming receives a phone call from Mr. Feng, ordering him to meet at a nearby bridge. Lu Ming goes without hesitation. There, the manager demands his help in staging the company owner's death. Lu Ming refuses. But Mr. Feng reminds him that the contract binds him to the company and leaves him no escape. In that moment, Lu Ming realizes a horrifying truth. His future success came from taking over the company after the owner's death, turning him into a ruthless and uncaring version of himself. As he looks closer, Lu Ming notices a familiar keychain in the owner's hand. It matches the one Xiao Jiao treasures. That is when everything clicks. The company owner is her father. The tragedy that shaped her entire life happened because of the path Lu Ming would eventually take. Haunted by guilt, Lu Ming knows he must save her father. With everything on the line, he fights to change the course of time. Against all odds, he succeeds, preventing the disaster that once shattered Xiao Jiao's childhood. In that same moment, the Xiao Jiao from the future fades away. The past has been rewritten. This new Xiao Jiao will grow up with her father, free from poverty and heartbreak. But it also means that she and Lu Ming will not remember each other because their timelines have reset. Their story ends with Lu Ming and Xiao Jiao standing together in front of the apartment building, but now separated by time. As they share the same space for one last moment, Xiao Jiao slowly disappears. Years later, an elderly Lu Ming finally encounters Xiao Jiao again in the future. This time, they reconnect, and their warmth and affection continue until the very end of their journey. So the moral of the story is never trust dating apps, rental suits, or time travel, unless you enjoy losing money and finding your veggies in someone else's bathtub.